Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is we just talked about finding the x and the y intercepts and how to use them to plot um, plot a line really quick. Okay, and what that was like was we did something like this where we had given an equation like 2x minus 3y is equal to 6, and we made us a table. Okay, and we use zeros because we know one of the points is 0 on an intercept, right? So on the y-intercept, we know that x is 0, and on the x-intercept, we know y is 0. So we just plug those in, and you can plug those in for whichever variable here, and then solve for the other one. And I showed you how to do that, and I showed you a really quick way to do that is when you put 0 in here for x, it goes away. Now divide both sides by -3, and you're going to end up with -2. Okay, put 0 in for y, this goes away. Okay, so you do that, and now you got 2x is equal to 6. Divide both sides by 2, and you're going to end up with x is equal to 3. Okay, so there's a real quick way to do that, and then all you have to do is just plot those 2 points. Okay, and here's your line. Okay, not a very good line, but it's a line. Okay, and you get x-axis, and here's the y-axis, and 0, -2. That's that point, and then 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you just connect the dots. Okay, and there you have your line. All right, so that's what we did in the last one. All right, this one, there's a couple of cases where you'll be given an equation like this, and the x and the y-intercept will be at the same place, and that's going to give you a problem because you only have one point. Okay, so what I mean by that is, let's say you've got something like y is equal to 3x. Okay, and you go with that whole idea of, well, I'll just plug zeros in for the y and the x-axis. Here's your y-intercept, and here's your x-intercept. Okay, and you put 0 in for x, you're going to get out 0 for y. Then you put 0 in for y, and you're going to get 0 out for x. Okay, well, that only gives you one point, the origin. Okay, so what you do is you're like, okay, well, just take a deep breath and say, hey, I won't do that, because sometimes plotting the intercepts is not going to do it for you. Okay, so what you do is you know if you put 0 in for x, you know y is 0, so that gives you one point. So the next point, just pick another point. Okay, students don't like doing this. Okay, but it's really easy. Okay, and I'm going to pick an easy point, so I'm just going to pick 1. So when I put 1 in here for x, we're going to get 3 times 1, and you're going to get y is equal to 3. Okay, and then you just plot that line real quick. Okay, 0, 0, you know where that is, and you get 1, and then go up 3. 1, 2, 3. Here you go. Here's the y-axis, by the way, and this is the x. All right, and here's your line. Okay, so if you run into that problem, don't worry about it. Just pick an easy point. Okay, and you can still keep chugging along. All right, the 2 things I'm going to talk about is horizontal and vertical lines, and this is just real preliminary. Okay, so remember, for horizontal lines, okay, the equation is just going to be, it's going to look something like, it's going to be, basically you're going to have y is equal to some constant. Okay, and so it'll be like y is equal to 3. Okay, there won't be an x. Now make sure they say that this is an equation, okay, and not a coordinate. All right, and for a horizontal line, if you're looking at a horizontal line, all you're really looking at is, when you've got a horizontal line like y is equal to 3, you're really just looking at the y-intercept. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, you go up there, you go to the axis for whatever this is. If it's y, you go on the y-axis, and then you just draw your line straight through that spot, okay? And this line is y is equal to 3, okay? Now remember, with horizontal lines, there's not going to be an x-intercept, okay, because it never crosses it, all right? And for a vertical line, it's the same thing. You're really just looking at the x-intercept. So if we had something where you had x is equal to -2, okay, that's just telling you, hey, it's crossing the x-axis at -2, okay? So you go over to -2 and you go 1, 2, okay? And then you just draw your vertical line that goes right through that point, okay? And then you're done, okay? Now with a vertical line, remember, there's no y-intercept, okay? Because it never crosses the y, okay? Hope that helps. Good luck.